2023 and I'm trying to eat more salads and less of these delicious chocolatey donuts. Okay, maybe a couple donuts. But it's 45 pounds or bust, 170 pounds by August 2nd, and I'm ready for that journey. Are you coming with me? I hope so. All right, so let's go, people. Hi, everyone. I'm back. So it's 2023 and I just want to say Happy New Year. So it took me a while to get back to you guys, and I know I've been on a little bit of a hiatus because I had so many other projects going on, so many things to do, but I did not want to neglect my weight in this process, and that's what I was doing at the end of 2022. I was neglecting my weight loss because I had so much stuff going on, and I wasn't taking care of myself like I wanted to, and per the last video. So what I want to do in the new year is I didn't want to do a resolution. I want to basically continue on with this lifestyle change, and I learned some things towards the end of 2022, beginning of 2023, through some help of nutritionists and things like that I want to carry on through the rest of the year, because my goal, as you all know, I just want to remind you that it's 45 pounds or bust, and that is to lose this weight and get to 170 pounds by August 2nd. I'm trying to get to 170 pounds by August 2nd, and right now I am at about last time I got on the scale, it's been a while since I got on the scale, but I'm still under 200 pounds, which is great, and I was 14 pounds down the last time I checked, and so I have been slacking quite a bit, but my next video, I'm going to do a weigh-in so that you can see exactly where I am, and I have a doctor's appointment in February, so I'm trying to get some more weight down before I see her, because she's always a little bit intimidating and a little bit scary when I go see the doctor. But today I'm going to do this video on the top 10 things that I've learned that I plan to do to keep losing weight and to keep it off for good. All right, so number one, the first thing that I'm going to do is not eat past 10 p.m. And a lot of people say, and I know it's kind of a restriction, and I told you guys that I'm not really good with restrictions. I tend to push the boundaries. I have this way of, when I tell myself I can't do something, I do it anyway, or my mind tends to push through it and try to do it anyway. But I've learned myself to a point where 10 p.m. is kind of that point where I should not eat past 10 p.m. So I'm just going to not eat anything really heavy or really loaded with sugar and carbs past 10 p.m. So that's what I mean by not really eating past 10 p.m. So that brings me to my next thing. I'm going to only eat fruits and veggies at night. So that's number two. Only eat fruits and veggies at night. So if I do eat anything past 10 p.m., it'll only be fruits and veggies to get my fiber in. And if my brain goes, well, you said not to eat past 10 p.m., it's 11 p.m., and we're gonna eat. Well, we're gonna eat fruits and veggies. Some carrot sticks, some cucumbers, some broccoli, apple, banana, maybe not so much the banana, unless I just really, really want it. But we're gonna eat some fruit, some pineapple. We're gonna eat some fruit and veggies. So that's 1 and 2. Those are 2 of the things that I'm going to do. The third thing I'm going to do is cut back on salty foods. So people don't realize that some salty foods are things like pickles. And so I was really like eating lots and lots of pickles because they are 0 calories. Well, most of them. Some of them can be like about 5 calories. But 5 calories. But I was eating the ones that were like 0 calories for the pickles, and they're full of sodium. They're full of salt, and that makes you retain water. So I would get on the scale and I'm like, why am I not losing weight, or why am I gaining weight? It's because I'm holding on to all that water because I'm taking in all that sodium, and it just wasn't helping me at all. So I'm gonna lay low on the pickles and lots of salty foods. And then I'm going to, because I tell myself no fast food. I restrict myself, no fast food, but I'm not good with restriction. So I'm gonna say, if I do eat out, if I do have fast food, I'm going to choose wisely. And what I mean is, let's say I go to, for example, Panda Express or something like that. When I go, instead of getting the chow mein or the rice or, you know, the starchy foods for sides, I'm going to get the super greens, which is the kale and the broccoli and the cabbage. I get that and I love it. It's delicious, actually, really good. And I get that instead of those other things. And then I also, instead of getting the fried chicken, like the orange chicken and stuff like that, I get the teriyaki chicken, which is grilled chicken with a teriyaki sauce. And then I do get the mandarin teriyaki sauce to go over it, and it's absolutely amazing. You should try it. So I do that, but that's one of the ways to choose wisely when you are eating out. So another thing that I'm going to do is eat the serving size. So I'm going to make sure that I eat what the box or what the item says to eat. And you have to be really careful, because you might see something and you're like, oh, it's just a bowl of cereal. I'm just gonna have a bowl of cereal. And you have a bowl of cereal, but that cereal box says only 1 cup. 1 cup is the serving size. And so I have to be careful, instead of just pouring a whole bowl, to just have that serving size. And that keeps you can have a bowl of cereal, and you can be satisfied with that, and just stick to the serving sizes. So that's something that I learned in 2022 that I'm bringing with me in 2023, and I'm sticking with it, and that has helped, and it's going to continue to help. Another thing is to drink plenty of water, and one way I do that is I drink about 20 ounces of water in the morning, because I started a new morning routine. And so before I eat anything, I drink 20 ounces of water, and that gets me full and prepared to start the day. So before I even have coffee, I drink 20 ounces of water, and that has helped, because I am not a water person. You can talk to anybody who knows me really, really well, and they'll tell you that I didn't drink water very much at all. And so now I'm getting back into the water habit, and 20 ounces for me is a lot, for one. But I drink more throughout the day, of course, but I start off with that 20 ounces in the morning before I do anything else, and then throughout the rest of the day I drink more and more. So that has helped a lot. So that's another thing that I'm going to do. And then I'm going to cut back on large portions of bread and starchy food. So I'm going to cut back on large portions of bread. And so, like, when I go to a restaurant, I'm not going to eat the bread at the table. I'm just not. It might seem like a restriction, but I'm just not going to eat the bread at the table. I've done that before, and it's not very difficult not to do. So I'm just not going to eat the bread at the table. I'm just not going to eat the rolls. I'm just going to try when I can, just skip it. You know, when I have that option just to, skip the bread, just skip the bread. So one of my favorite restaurants or favorite fast food places to go to is Five Guys, and I love their burgers. So they have a lettuce wrap. Just get the lettuce wrap instead of getting the bun. I can do that, and their lettuce wraps are the same deliciousness as the rest. So I can do that. Another thing to do is cut back on the pasta and like I said, the starchy foods with the bread. So cut back on pasta dishes and cut back on rice dishes. Now, those dishes are more economical to make, I've noticed, when I make dinner. So it's easy to want to make them, but I have learned that, it's not good for the waistband. So I just have to find other more economical ways to make dinner. So I'm just cutting out a lot of rice dishes and a lot of pasta dishes. Okay, and then one thing I learned, and I got this from my husband. He used to tell me this all the time, and I listened to him and then I didn't listen to him, but he would tell me this all the time: do not drink your calories. And he would tell me this when it came to alcohol, but I do that, you know, now with everything, because a lot of these juices, they have a lot of calories hidden in them. There's, you know, like orange juice, apple juices, cranberry juices, all this stuff like that. They're not really the natural juices, and they're full of calories and full of sugar. And you drink them and you think, okay, I'm just gonna have a glass of orange juice, and you have to go back to the serving size. It's only 8 ounces. So you might just pour you a full glass, and you really only supposed to have 8 ounces per the serving size. So you just have to be really, really careful when you drink that stuff. You don't want to drink up your calories. Another thing is, don't skip meals. I used to skip breakfast or skip lunch, and then dinner I would eat, and then by the end of the day I would binge because I hadn't eaten but one meal the entire day. So at night I'm binging, and that's when it gets back to don't eat after 10 p.m. because I would eat midnight. I'm just eating a full course meal, like, because I would skip meals. So it all comes full circle. And so I don't want to skip any meals. I want to make sure that I have enough meals to, you know, keep me from being too hungry. And if I do snack in between, it's going to be fruits and veggies. And that brings me to my last one, number 10. I know I didn't really do a full countdown, but there were 10. But it brings me to my last one, number 10, and that is to snack sparingly. And like I just said, if you're going to snack, do it with veggies and fruit, and that will help you fill up. And if you do snack, I'm not saying take away, because I did videos where I show you how you can do snacks with, you know, just basically do snacking, but do it in moderation. And I've showed you how you can snack even with some snack cakes or things like that in moderation. You can do that, but like I said, in moderation, and do it sparingly. So that would definitely help you when it comes to just snacking in general. So those are the 10 things that I am taking with me in 2023 that's going to help me get to that 45 pounds down or bust. Because guys, I'm going to do this. I am dedicated, I am motivated, and I am determined to get to 170 pounds by August 2nd. That is the goal line. That is the finish line. August 2nd, down to 170 pounds. And I am excited to do this journey with you guys. And you've been with me since August 2nd of 2022. It is now January of 2023. We've made it into a new year, and this is my last year in my 30s. So I have got to get to my goal line, to my finish line, because I don't want to be 40 still carrying this weight on me. I want to get it off. So, all right, like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. But most importantly, if you're on this journey with me, let me know. Comment below. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how much weight you plan on losing. Let me know what you're going through. I would love to hear it. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.